Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Maritime Madness, it is the Newfoundland Screech hot sauce. And another gem from Maritime Madness. There's a few of them. Of course, on the blog, which you can get to by clicking on the link to the written review for this hot sauce, available down in the description below. And you can check out the other ones as well. There are a table of contents to help guide you. So we've got peppers. We'll circle back to that in a second. Vinegar, tomato paste, sugar, garlic, spices, rum, liquid smoke, and xanthan gum. So I understand the rum is the Screech part of this, which I guess refers to liquor of just generally. They don't call it hooch, they call it Screech, I guess, in Newfoundland. So the peppers are cayenne and habanero. They were kind enough to answer my inquiry when I said, hey, just what kind of peppers you got in that there bottle? So I was thinking this would be kind of like a barbecue sauce, was what I had guessed. And I don't think I was super far off. But it's not precisely that, to be honest. That actually is a larger discussion, which we will get to. Hold your horses, kiddies. Be a little patience, if you would. So there we can see it definitely has a sort of a barbecue-ish sauce hue to it. I would say it's a little thinner than most of the barbecue sauces I come across. And here's the rub, right? What do you consider the barbecue sauce? Because it's kind of like a barbecue sauce, but it mostly isn't. It's bad. I don't like it. But this kind of reminds me of a better version of that, actually. There was a sauce, barbecue sauce, a long time ago called Open Pit. I don't know if that's around anymore. But this sort of reminds me of a much smoother version of that, albeit with a bit of an alcohol hit to it, of course, due to the rum in there. So a little alcohol hit, and I guess the Screech is possibly the name of that rum. I'm not too up on my Canadian lore, to be honest. I love Canada. I love Canada. Nothing wrong with them as far as I'm concerned, but I'm just not as versed on it as I wish I was. So I can't answer that. But hey, find a Canadian, shake them, and see what answers come out. With consent, of course, because we all know consent is important. Anyway, let's get on into this. Yeah, very barbecue-like quality to this. A little bit of a hit there from the rum and the peppers. It is not so barbecue sauce to me is a fairly aggressive taste. This is much more subtle, and there's a lot more flavors going on there. So it's kind of in this, I would say, like barbecue, I don't think is too far off. It's like a much better version of an actual tasty version of that. But I guess if you're not familiar with barbecue sauce, you could try to choke down a pack of that to get what I mean and how it differs from regular barbecue sauce. I would say this is more of a cross, maybe between a hot sauce and a barbecue sauce, which is interesting because for a long time, I would mix like a cayenne, Louisiana style cayenne, with my barbecue sauce, because barbecue sauces tend to run way too sweet for me as a rule. So I thought, all right, I could have this on a bunch of Arby stuff, but then I feel like I would have to have barbecue with it, and that sauce is dreadful. So instead, this happened to come along. The McDonald's Angel Reese special. So I am breaking my embargo on McDonald's just because this came out. This is the only reason I went there. Just this. The Angel Reese special. And if you order this, it gives you kind of like this cool display in the drive-thru. It took me... The restaurant by me that I got this from is... let me just name two distinct and separate objects and you'll get the drift. Monkey, football. Okay, so anyway, we got this. We got this mound of fries. And so anyway, this is supposed to have barbecue sauce and whatnot on it. I would have supported this anyway, just because of the Angel Reese crossover. Angel Reese seems pretty awesome to me. And you know, I'm all about sporting when and where I can. So I got this without onions. It's barbecue. Oh, this is. Look at this. This is what they gave me. The only thing I did was delete the onions. You know, if I wasn't going to add sauce to this, I would actually be pretty pissed. Remember what I said about monkeys and footballs? At McDonald's, they got the nerve to try upping their prices. And I came back around and knocked their dicks in the dirt, and they haven't come back yet. Anyway, so we'll get a baseline from this. And then I am going right back to boycotting McDonald's after this, unless this is just like world shaking good. Okay. So the Angel Reese barbecue sauce is very sweet. And I think it's meant to counteract that sweetness with the smokiness of the bacon, which it almost achieves. All right, so let's, we're going to try this on some fries. We get these healthy, what are these, 8, 10 ounce? I think these are 8 ounce bottles. We get these healthy bottles from Maritime Madness. There's another, sometimes sauce places will do that. They'll opt for larger bottles. Silk City did that. They used to come just in flasks. Captain Mowat's comes in 8 ounce bottles. That's an excellent sauce. I'm interested. I didn't realize that this barbecue was going to be so strong. It would be interesting to see how it stands up against it. This does have a bit of a tendency to have flavor cancellation and get lost a bit in the food. I think I'd definitely rather have ketchup. It's not bad, but I think it's just too ingrained in me over time. You get used to expecting a certain flavor with certain foods. I think the sauce is just a touch too astringent for this. Maybe we'll have a few more of those. We'll see. All right. I think it comes with a specific kind of. They had an orange soda in the on the marquee in the menu on the drive-thru, but I don't drink sugar, so I got a Diet Dr Pepper instead. The Angel Reese burger, I think, would actually be worthwhile to get by itself. I like it better with this, though. That's the other reason that unless I want to go driving around to a different McDonald's location that might not be any better than the one closest to me, I got to deal with these shenanigans every time I go there. So it makes it real easy. McDonald's making it really easy for me to keep boycotting them. Outside of this, like I said, I want to support Angel Reese. Not bad. Not bad. For fast food. Let's not get it twisted. We're not going to confuse too many people into thinking this business is gourmet. All right, well, I think I have one more Maritime Madness sauce left to go. And I think they make some really interesting sauces. I like the squeeze bottle business. I think that's pretty good. The whatever they're using on these caps stays generally pretty clean most of the time. The sauces definitely, I think, are a very novel approach to things. They don't always work for me, but they're always interesting. So it says there's a quart of that rum in every batch. I don't know how much. It doesn't say what's in a batch, though, so that's almost completely meaningless. And they did, so they call it a hot sauce, but they reference barbecue a lot on there. I think that's clearly what they were going for here. They were clearly trying to make something that's more of a barbecue sauce. But they do have their own line of barbecue sauces as well, and this is not that. So yeah, it's really kind of cool, I think, to discover a company. They've been around for a while, but they were new to me last year, 2024, and to discover kind of a new company and just kind of sift through their different offerings and kind of see what's what. They're I think everything is done in-house with Maritime Madness as well, over in PEI. Definitely, I think they definitely have some stuff that I strongly think is worthy, and that I would commend everybody to just look into, because a lot of their stuff is really nice. This one is in. So they did this also with the mustard pickle hot sauce, which essentially was like mustard and pickle relish together, but it was delicious. That was, I think, the fastest bottle I went through of any of the stuff I got from them. It was just fantastic. But it wasn't what I would call a hot sauce. This one, I would say, is closer to a hot sauce. Very much so, in that sort of, like I said, that barbecue sauce or barbecue sauce vibe, I would say, as well. So I am going to get some Arby's and test this out a bit. I've had it on other stuff. It, in terms of flexibility, I don't know that I would say it's hugely high, because how many things are you going to put barbecue or barbecue on? I think that's a fairly limited amount of stuff. And for instance, if you were going to make one of those barbecue chicken pizzas, I don't know that this would be probably the thing you would pick. This is more meant to be, I think, an after the fact condiment rather than something to kind of build around to cook with. So if this is around once grill season starts, definitely I will be playing around with some grilled stuff with this, but it is not what I would say is sweet enough. I don't even think, yeah, there is sugar in here, but I would not say this is sweet enough to consider using as a grilled sauce. But it's kind of one of those sauces that kind of straddles two different worlds. And I think for what it's trying to do, it does it pretty capably. And we'll just leave it right there. So that was the Maritime Madness Newfoundland Screech hot sauce. Number 4. In peace, to serve the flame.